hottest day Sunday. It's mad packed,
All the
and
Mormons are out.
yeah, everybody doing their walks of shame and shit. I'm over here in the side of a random parking lot, fresh off. We're not even really pulled off the main street. Like, we just at a stoplight, and I'm just letting that shit go. Like,
Yeah,
I
because
was
we
just
got
letting
like
it
once
fucking go.
he,
I did not care.
yeah, because like once we got out the apartment, we driving right. He get out the car. Like once we didn't even really hit the curve yet. He kind of just got out and like threw up like all over the shit. And so me and the other one just like looking at like, should we like like help him or like I don't
Nah,
know.
bro.
Like we just we let him go.
Don't
Telling
cap.
me
Don't
is
cap.
that I'm
These niggas
never
are
gonna
fucking
get drunk with
laughing.
y'all.
Nah, we laughing now. We were dying. That
Nah,
shit
these
was
niggas
funny
was
as fuck.
laughing
Yeah,
at
that
me,
shit
bro.
we
These
were
niggas was
laughing.
fucking laughing. Our
Yeah,
other
yeah.
homie then videotaped it on Snap. This nigga
Oh
at the
god,
wheel.
oh god.
Nick like,
Dying.
bro. He's like, bro, are you
Bro, I
good?
remember one time
Meanwhile,
Aliya and I got faded at a cookout. Aliya and I got drunk. Like we were dead ass. Like we walked into this cookout looking at each other like I plan on getting drunk.
Drunk.
So
But like,
tell me
honestly,
why.
we were both, our intentions were to be like controlled drunk. Like we were just trying to have a good time.
That did not happen. I pissed off somebody that day because I decided while being blacked out to lift my shirt up and just show people my tits. Like I pissed somebody off because of that. That's how
funny.
belligerently drunk we
y'all
were.
was that drunk?
Not me.
Well, not
Hell
Aliya,
nah.
but me and Aliya stumbled in a hallway and fell like together in
On like a concrete hallway. And
it
we're
was at
laying there.
Skyline.
Yeah, we're laying there looking at each
Swear to
other.
God.
We're laying there looking at each other, and I was like,
Just laughing,
we
bro,
just
like laughing. And we literally had just taken
We
a shot
picked
because
each other
Aliya brought
up.
a fucking bottle of Mad Dog.
I bought 2 bottles of MD 2020.
You already know Aliya be around niggas.
So she
bro.
gave
Don't
me
nobody-
one.
don't nobody-
We took like 2 shots out of that hoe together. And
And
then
then I was like, let's just get our
somebody
own bottle.
else gave us another shot of Crown, and then it was just shots were just coming at us back to back from Crown to Ciroc to tequila
We
to
were
Malibu.
definitely mixing.
It was fucking insane.
What kind of cookout y'all was that?
I was like faded.
Speaking of Aliya, we know you have some very interesting
the queen of
stories.
stories. The fucking queen of the stories.
I gotta
I
know
love her stories, boy.
what is your worst? What is the best sex
I
experience?
told y'all my worst sex experience.
I
Which
don't
one?
think so.
I don't know if I have. That's why.
Which
I don't think
one?
so.
They're so fucking
we
many.
talked about The Rock.
God damn.
Oh my!
Oh,
hold
we
on,
talked
hold
about
on.
the
she just literally told that you get bad dick on the regular.
no,
That's
she
literally what
doesn't.
you just
She
said.
doesn't.
Like that.
I don't. I'd be texting her like, "Yo."
She said, "I don't."
But okay, I have 2. I have the one with The Rock, but that one honestly wasn't bad.
The
It was
Alright,
much
we
more
talk-
funny.
That shit was
Tell me
more
a
funny.
bad one.
No,
But
bad
the
one.
bad
What's the
one. Okay, so
Yeah.
this was like last year. Quarantine just started.
Quarantine.
So literally like a year ago, exactly. But so me and this guy, we were friends in high school. He went to a different high school, and we were friends or whatever. And we always kept in contact, but it wasn't like we were just friends. So he started hitting me up like late night, like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And like we would kick it. And then one night he was like we were in the car and he asked me like if I wanted to hook up, and I was like, I don't know, like we're friends, like let's just keep it at that. So like a couple weeks later into quarantine, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hit him up. So I hit him up and we go
Get a
and
little
we're-
friendly hug.
yeah, so we go like this, we're in his car, we find a street, whatever, we go to the back seat, and nothing, like we're making out for like 10-15 minutes, and then I was like, okay dude, like this is a fucking lot, like let's go, like I came for one thing, let's go. So I move my hand to start, and when I tell you that my hand touched this man, and he was like, I can't. And I was like, what do you mean you can't? Like, and he was like, I'm done. And I was like, you're done. And
You told me this.
so he
Hold up.
finished.
Wait,
and then
wait.
I just touched him. I didn't even get
What
no
you mean?
dick that night.
I
What you mean?
remember you called me and you were like, bitch. And I was like,
I
what? And
was
you were
fucking
like,
pissed.
I deadass just touched this man and he came. And I was like,
Hey,
What you mean?
sidebar
Wait,
though.
no,
Sidebar.
no.
Mad respect to
No.
you. That's a compliment to you because hey, he was
no.
hyped.
yeah,
No.
yeah. That's what I told
Like-
her. I was like, good
Wait.
shit. Like, fuck it. But
What you
still,
mean?
like,
Don't get me
damn,
wrong. You
that
mad
sucks.
disappointed.
No, I'm
No,
confused.
Like,
No.
you mad disappointed.
Wait,
but,
wait. I'm confused. What you mean you touched him? He just nut?
He touched
Yeah.
this nigga's arm, bro.
I touched him, like I rubbed on it, and he nutted.
Bro, that's why that's different.
Like
I
my
ain't gonna
titties
lie.
didn't even get sucked on. I didn't get nothing.
Wait.
got
So,
you.
so
I got you when I get out
after that, he didn't offer anything else. He didn't say anything else. He was just like, "Hey, well, shit, I'm done."
Yeah, he was
Hey,
just
all
like,
right, I'm gonna go to the
I
front.
finished, and he like apologized. He was like, I'm sorry, and I was just like, it's fine.
I would have just been like, don't be sorry, be careful. Like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
Don't be sorry, nigga. Be careful, bitch. Like,
I just
I got a
think
good-
that's why men should masturbate before they go out, so that way they just last a little longer.
or I don't think that's a normal thing. I don't think
It
that
is.
happens.
No, it is. No, it is.
It is.
It is.
Like,
It is.
like after
Because
10 minutes of kissing,
I wouldn't. No, not that thing, but I'm talking about like the before we go.
Oh.
It's like it's game time. But I do have a question.
Do you guys think
Okay.
that kissing is like only for intimate like relationships, or do you think that they're okay to like do it while hooking, like just a hookup or like a link?
Yeah, not all of us are savages like Aliya.
Oh, God.
Well, see,
Oh, God.
okay,
I don't
real
mind
shit,
kissing.
like
Oh,
real
God.
shit. I've had a man,
Yeah.
Don't expose yourself.
so I met this
I feel
guy-
like this is about to be bad, bro. I feel like this is about to be so bad.
Okay, so I had a link up one time. It was during the day, like I don't give a. It was just during the day. I was like, we're gonna meet at this street, and we're just get in my car, and that's it. Like it's strictly a link. And so we're chilling in the back, and I like ask him like, so are we gonna do this? And he's like, damn, why you acting like a whole ass man? And I was just like, I'm sorry. Then the man tries to kiss me, and then I stop him, and then I'm just like, just whip it out, like let's go. And he got mad, like he straight up got mad, like he's like, I'm not a piece of meat, like he straight up got like he acted like a whole female. I felt bad, but I was still kind of like, no, I don't like kissing just with sneaky links. I don't like it.
Yeah, and I think before you start, I think that's like a
Yes,
women
ma'am.
Like that's just
because
That's fine.
to us, kissing is so much more intimate than
Right.
anything else.
Yeah.
If I kiss you, you'll fall in love with me. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck?
That's why he nutted.
That's why
I'm
he
like,
did it. Before anything, bro. Like damn, Aliya.
Dead ass.
like,
Dang.
like I don't
That's funny.
know. Y'all just savages with it. Y'all is we gonna do this shit or what? Like
Anyway, to be honest, I had to see that. But like, did I lose my shit? Nah, but for guys, we can't just tell a girl, hey, can you just like take your pants off?
Okay, but see,
Yeah.
I would much
it's
rather.
not like
I
like
would
girls
do
need
it.
foreplay.
Time out, EJ, because I gotta make this clear. Because Aliya act like she don't know how girls work. Let me explain something to you.
Need the same.
You and your friend,
She be acting like such a nigga. all
yeah,
the time.
you gotta understand. You
But
and your
no,
friend
see,
are exceptions to the rule.
All the time she be forgetting.
Now to
but see,
y'all,
this is how I feel about that though. So say
Okay.
you hit up. This is what I don't like because
Right.
it's happened multiple times. I
Right.
don't like it when people act like they're trying to, like, say for example, like I text you and I'm like, hey, let's go get something to eat.
Right.
But in reality, I'm just trying to fuck. I would much rather somebody to tell me like, you know what, like let's link. I'm trying to fuck, rather than take me out to eat and then act like, you know.
I get that completely, but the thing is, that's not how it works.
I know
Like,
some females. Yeah,
Because you will have
Yeah.
girls who think like you, but don't want to think like you.
No,
So
yeah.
so it's like we gotta act like you don't think like that. So like this, EJ, watch this. EJ, how many times you have had sex with a girl and right after you said, I don't usually do this? How many?
Never in my fucking life.
Huh?
Cause it don't matter. At that point, it don't matter, nigga.
No, but how many
It don't matter
girls?
if I don't
No,
usually do this.
but how many girls have said that statement? I usually don't do this on first night, but
Fuck that. If I want to fuck, I'm gonna fuck.
couple.
Like,
our couple, because it's like they don't want to feel like a hoe.
At the end of the day,
But it's like, but it don't matter.
I don't care.
But to girls,
honestly,
that means a
though,
lot. That
I
means a
will
lot.
say that blame does fall back on men.
It sucks
Because
because I've had it
y'all
like get
have
it thrown in my
created-
face. I don't like
yeah,
that.
y'all have created
It'd
such
be
a
mad
stigma.
weird because it's just like at the end of the day, think about it. You can't be calling you can't call her a hoe or whatever because nigga, you fucked her too on the first date.
Yeah,
So
you
it's
let
all
me
like, yo,
fuck on the first night.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. I don't like that. I've had somebody like I've fucked him on the first date and then a couple weeks went on and then like I wasn't fucking with how I was getting treated and he's like, well, you let me hit on the first date. What did you expect? It's just like, okay, like
yeah. It's
Like,
what
like
does that have to
because-
do with me
like,
as
you
a
did it too.
person? Like
it wasn't one person.
it's whack. I don't like it.
yeah, like you
girls
guys
feel like-
create that stigma that like you fuck on the first night, you're a hoe. But then if the roles were reversed, like I'm gonna tell Anaya, like, yo, he let me hit the first link. Like I'm not
I'm like, that's
like,
cool. Good shit.
She said,
Nah, for sure. Nah, I think
you let me hit. It's over.
you gotta think about it like this. Guys, they got guys that are like that, but like most guys are like, I would say like people like me are like EJ. Bro, I do not care. Like I don't care. Like I really
Because
don't
it's
care.
just like
Doesn't
how
fucking
how
matter.
is that supposed to identify you as a person? Like
Nah,
you
for sure.
if I let you hit one night, what if like we fall in love? Like what anything could fucking happen after that. Yeah,
Oh,
like,
God.
it's just
No,
like-
oh God. Like I'm
like,
really
what if you don't hook up with someone the first night and then you go on like a month or two without hooking up and then you finally hook up and it's fucking trash.
I'm
It's
just
just
gonna
You
look at
wasted
you like
a whole month.
It's just the stigma behind it because they look at girls that give it up faster than another girl. It's like
That's
if you
hope.
give it up, if you get not, it's really it is how they thinking. It's like if you give it up fast to me, you'll give it up fast for the next guy. Not thinking like, cause guys don't think like, yo, like you gotta think guys there are a lot of men out there that got self-esteem issues. Not saying I ever got think like this, but this is my theory. Most guys that feel like they get on the first night, they feel like that girl will give it up to the next guy just as fast because they don't. It's like I didn't really put a lot of effort into getting it, so the next guy ain't gonna put that much effort into getting it anyway. Not thinking that the girl might just really fuck with you like that.
Yeah.
I know I like when I'm right because it gets quiet around here. Look how quiet it got. I'm not saying,
Hey, you
but
was talking that shit.
but I'm not saying, but I'm not saying, I'm not saying
no,
that.
but you're right. You're right. It's kind of like a vice versa thing when they say
Yeah.
like if your boyfriend cheated, like if he cheated with you on her, what makes you think he's not going to cheat on the next like another girl with you?
Why you don't
I
think
know
he'll have a
exactly
side?
what you're saying though.
Yeah, it's like why wouldn't you think he would have a side chick for you if you was just the side chick?
When you was just the side chick.
It doesn't like you were just literally, but you were literally just a side chick. So it's like I hate to be that guy, but that's how guys think because guys get mad when they don't have full. A lot of guys get
hate to be the guy.
yeah, but like a lot of guys get mad when they don't have like when girls are not submissive, but feel like they don't have enough control over the girl.
Oh,
To, you know what I'm
see,
saying?
we know this.
we
Yeah,
know
yeah,
this.
yeah.
We're going through this right now.
Yeah. We took
As
it.
soon as men feel like they have no power or like they have no say in a lot of things, they get scared. Like they get very scared, and it's
For sure.
great. I love watching it happen.
But the
I like
crazy thing
watching,
is, in
like,
a lot
the
of shit that
crumble.
people be trying to have a say in, it's none of their business. Like,
Oh, God.
it's like,
Exactly.
oh,
people be trying to have a say in stuff that's like, it's all like, bro, why you like that has nothing to do with you. That doesn't have no effect on you.
Like
Like,
my
why should
job.
you even care? Like, On God, like even like exactly. Aliya knows. Like we all talked about this. Like it's like, bro, what you press for?
I
Like,
don't.
like,
Yeah,
like, bro,
I don't
like,
get it.
like if you insecure, just say that. Like,
But nobody wants
hey,
to. Nobody wants to say that. Nobody wants to be like, "Yo, I'm insecure about like you being
I
around a
think
lot of
that's what's
guys."
wrong with the fucking world nowadays. Like they
Ridiculous.
can't normalize insecurity.
Oh,
Like
I
they
didn't
can't
say that.
normalize it. And it's just like, dude, if I go up to somebody, I'm pretty sure if I go up to 20 people and I ask them what's their insecurity, they're bound to give me one. Like everybody has something insecure.
I think because
about.
what happened is because insecurities are weaponized with the opposite
Oh
person.
yeah, it's a weakness.
It's a
People use it
weakness.
against you, and
Because
it's
And so,
people
sucks.
and the way it's stigmatized on both genders, as far as like when he, well, not, but on the men's side, it's like you can't tell your insecurities to your friends sometimes because they're gonna clown you about it, and then you can't really go to your dad because your dad, he don't know how to really deal with it.
No,
And
yeah.
right, and then on the woman's side, y'all some savages, like savages. If that's not really your friend like that, like if that's not your friend like that, she will blast you in front of and subtweet you. Like what? At least I can like. At least I like my body. Like stuff like that. Oh God! And
And
then
it's dumb. It's stupid.
girls really go for it.
girls will go
can
for
really
it.
go for it.
And then you'll have guys. Then
Girls-
you'll have guys who would learn your insecurities just to later use it against you later, or whatever the case may be on both sides. So I think that it's like,
and or especially if you're in front of girls or something like that, like dude,
for
love
sure,
you like that. They love to use your
they
insecurities.
love these
Like,
insecurities
oh
like
yeah,
that.
oh yeah. You remember the other day you tripped and fell, bro?
Yeah, you
Like
remember
just
you
stupid shit. Like
remember you
that's
bust your ass
bro.
like. And so now we get into the meat and potatoes of the situation. So toxic behaviors and relationships. Now, this is my question to everybody. I'm looking at my guest because she's like, ooh, ooh, I
He
can't
said, I
wait.
got time today, cuz
I got time today. Do you think that we popularize or glamorize a little bit too much toxic behaviors in society? And how so, and why you think it is?
If you go on social media, say you go on Twitter, a lot of people, you either see people saying like, and it's just like little comments like, "Ooh, he toxic," and I love it. Like females like they think it's hot. There's to a certain extent though, because no shit, like real shit. I feel like everybody in this chat has had toxic sex, right or wrong. Am I right or wrong?
Ain't lying. Hey, I'm gonna put it like this. My toxic partner tried to hit EJ with a car. So
On God, and I didn't even do shit, bro.
Wait, is that the one that EJ didn't believe you at first?
Yes.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
You should got hit. Just kidding.
But yeah. But continue. God damn. But continue.
I was just an innocent
I just
bystander.
really think it's normalized way too fucking much. Like
It is,
what's so great about it? Like
I see a lot of girls nowadays. I see a lot of girls on Instagram now. I'm pretty sure y'all see it, that they like want to be like a baby mama to like a rapper or some shit like that.
and I'm like,
fucking
why?
hate that shit. I hate the baby mama rapper.
Unless I'm tripping. Like I be seeing this, I'm like, yo.
I fucking hate that trend, like the stigma, the fucking like cult that it is, like of
I don't
idolizing
like it.
Jada.
I just don't like it. I don't like
women.
toxicity.
Because like if you look at those women as a brand, they pride themselves, maybe not Ari so much now, but definitely when like she was with G Herbo, like they market and capitalize off the idea of being crazy, like batshit crazy, toxic, picking arguments. Like, so women who follow that and idolize that now are thinking like, oh, that shit's cute. And it's not cute. And not saying like it's not cute to men specifically, because that's not, that's always an argument like, oh, I'm not saying this because of men or to get men's attention. Like, I'm not saying I'm toxic to get a man's attention, but at the same time, I'm not gonna, like, that's not cute at any age past like 16. Like,
or like when men like crazy bitches,
Yeah.
like when they really say like they like crazy girls, or they like it when their girl gets crazy, and it's just like, why?
Yeah, like for what? Like, and it's like at any age too, like I'm not gonna be friends with a girl who is like, oh, I keyed his car and like proud of it and like shit like that. Like that's fucking weird. Like just let it go.
Nah, it's like it gets to a certain point where it's all like, bro, do y'all motherfuckers really want to be as happy as y'all say y'all do? Because y'all be like a lot of people. I feel like a lot of motherfuckers be capping in this bitch. I'm all like, people be like, oh yeah, like, oh, I'm like, don't get me wrong, everybody got a toxic trait, like that's cool or whatever.
Oh yeah, for
But it's
sure.
like,
Everybody was
but it's
toxic
like,
at
yeah,
one
but it's
point.
just like some people just willingly like to be toxic. And it's like, oh, toxic, like this and that, and like social media doesn't help because social media just cap. A person like I've seen it, like girls be talking about fuck men, fuck this and that. Then you be laid up with your boyfriend. Like what? Like it don't balance out. Like come on now, let's stop the cap. Like, even dudes be like, oh yeah, I love crazy girls, and it's all like, nigga, you don't love crazy girls. You just like the sex. Like you already like. But I was like, after that, once you stab your ass because you did some shit or didn't like respond to her text fast
When
enough, or
she
she
fight
pull
your
up on your
mama.
crib unannounced.
Nah, real shit.
On
I
God,
feel like if a
then
female feels the
you
need
don't
to
love
put
crazy
her
girls.
hands on a man or the vice versa, you guys should not be together.
Yeah.
If that
for
ever
sure. As
crosses
soon
your
as you lay your
mind,
hands
that
on me,
shit's
that's
too
just
far.
dead.
And
Well,
I've
but-
witnessed it.
Well, because
Like, hell
girls,
no. That shit's
because
dumb.
girls got ultimate bullyproof.
Oh yeah,
Technically, it's
true.
bulletproof
But like
because it's like,
personally, like I don't think I've ever, and I've been through some fucked up situations, and I don't think it's ever crossed my mind to hit him or like to hit a man.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's just more of like, if you can't hit me, if
And
some fuck
vice
shit's gonna happen
versa.
to you,
If
if you hit me, why would I
about
want to
laying
hit
hands
you
on your
back, or
girl,
why would I
Nah.
want to hit you?
nah, for real. I think it like this. The reason why I asked is like, why you think that because we all had toxic sex and we probably had multiple toxic partners. Why you think y'all
For
was
sure.
drawn to? Why y'all think y'all was
Oh, yeah.
drawn to? Why y'all think y'all was drawn to
I was
to
on
it?
some shit myself.
I
'Cause
think
was
it
on
was
some fuck shit
it was the
myself.
comfortability, like just the fact that like from one day you go from like talking to this person, fucking them on a consistent daily basis, and then it's gone because of some fuck shit. So as soon as that toxic person's like, hey, like let's link, it's just like, okay, yeah, because you're used to it. Or some people go back because it's a true thing that like people don't want to add bodies. They don't want to add a fucking number to their
No,
body.
that's true.
So they'll go back and fuck somebody that's already on that list.
Yeah, that makes sense. Why you think you go back to your
I think people find themselves in cycles because of like unhealed trauma.
yeah.
Like going back to your ex consistently, there's something within you that you feel like they have a hold over. But it's literally like it could be solved within you. It's just they comfort that certain insecurity and it has you by the fucking throat.
I know for me, and I'll tell you that because I feel like just in case anybody hears this, like, wait, I need to hear a story about the car that was hit EJ.
Oh my god, bro!
So I'm not gonna.
That's in the dictionary. Look up her.
So, oh, this made me sound bad as a person.
The initial story of how he even met her is still funny to this fucking day. Because Nick,
all right, so
I didn't hear that part. I want to hear.
Nick wasn't even supposed
to. So what happened was so basically we was at this party, and one of our homeboys, not who y'all think it is, but one of our homeboys like was talking to the friend, and then he called over. Not that one, really not, but like he called over. EJ was about to go talk to her because he was telling me before, like, yo, I'm about to go holler at that girl over there. I'm like, all right, bro, go do your thing. But Chris called me over to go talk to her first. But and EJ being a good friend, he just like, all right, fell back, whatever. So I got a number or whatever. And then the next weekend, she was at my dorm, you know. Yeah, I'm at her door knocking her down or whatever. So fast forward some times before, we're at a McDonald's. So we in McDonald's and Halloween, McDonald's, Lincoln. We in Lincoln.
At the McDonald's?
At a McDonald's in Lincoln.
Shout out to Lincoln, Nebraska.
So we
Nebraska women.
So big love from Nebraska women. So we at the McDonald's, right? And she's there going off. I don't know how, but she got mad because she was like, why? Like basically she was trying to date me. I didn't want to date me because she was kind of crazy, kind of crazy. So
super fucking crazy.
So I said, like, she was just like, well, Nick, you just scared of commitment this, day, and third. That's your problem. Like they throwing subs, right? And it's getting awkward because my homeboys with me and her friends with, and they just
You're
like
just sitting there.
watching this. And I'm just really not trying. I don't argue. Like I'm not an arguer. I'm like, look, it's whatever, man. You need to stop bitching. Like, you need to stop bitching. And
Yeah.
so when I said that, she thought I said, stop being a bitch. And she stormed out. And then Chris and DJ was like, bro, you called her a bitch, bro? I say, no, I didn't call her a bitch. I told her to stop bitching. He's like, all right, whatever, man. Like, we ain't even tripping over it. So we're
But granted, sidebar, like from being an innocent bystander on the outside, she called Nick multiple bitch ass niggas, and out his name hella times. So
yeah, she was
granted,
cursing. And I don't,
like
and I
she
don't
probably
like
should got cussed out.
so I'm like, yo, can you just stop bitching? Like, let's have a good night. So she got up and like walked out. And so we're walking out, I think like 4 minutes later, right? She come around, we see a car come around a curve, but EJ was walking in front of me a little bit. And like she just kind of like moved out the way at like the last second. And so
I
he
felt
just
the wind from that fucking vehicle cross my arm, and I don't think I've ever been that scared. And then she stopped after she near missed me. She stopped, looked back, got out the car, made eye contact with me, saw that it wasn't Nick, and then she just gonna jump back in the car. Fuck y'all, jump back in the car, turn off. I was all like, bro.
and that you know what happened that what was crazy after that night? You know what's crazy? She calls me and goes, so you want to come back with us and like you can stay the night with me and stuff? I'm like, girl, you just tried to hit me with a vehicle. And you thought it was EJ.
She said because you was on some stupid shit. So I and her logic and the crazy thing was at that time we stayed in like an all boys dorm. So for her to get in and see Nick, we had to sneak her in on some like
Yeah.
007 covert shit.
Okay.
And granted, that same week, she snuck in. We helped her sneak in. And I saw her and I made eye contact with her. And I was like, you know what's the crazy part? To this day, she still never told me sorry. Fuck her.
Yeah.
I stand on that. Yeah, fuck her. She never told me sorry. She almost ended my shit.
So let's help the viewers out right now. Let's say people that's watching. Let's help the viewers out right now. What are things that are toxic that you need to be aware of when you are dating or like hooking
red
up?
flags?
Red flags that are like toxic traits for y'all.
For me specifically,
don't look her in the eye when y'all having sex. But what you was saying?
Don't ever kiss her on the lips because she ain't about that shit.
Not unless we dating. But
I feel it. Yeah.
For me specifically is like asking.
You need a minute.
Yeah, I need a minute.
You need a minute.
It's just because there's so much.
It's like a lot popped into my head.
It's just like they're not really red flags. Like it's out there. Like you would notice. Like for me, like real shit. I had a man live with me for the longest time, and Aliya knows. Like it was fucking ridiculous. And in the beginning, it was cool. It literally went from like buying me basketball shoes and Crocs to him going broke and then manipulating the situation. He had no car, so would take my car. And because he knew he had no money, he would manipulate.
I stop you there. That is my first red flag. Because we've both been in situations like that end bad. Men that do not have a car that are over the age of 21. That's my first red flag.
Never let a man with no car drive you crazy.
That's valid. I can respect that.
I don't know. I don't know.
It just depends.
But I get what you're saying.
It
depends on the situation. All right. Yeah. Okay. I get what y'all saying.
This person had a set job. Like this person worked for the army. Like
he had no car. That's crazy.
The army be handing out charges.
How the fuck?
I think gaslighting's part of that too. That's a good sign. It's a red flag. Oh, yeah. Y'all know what gaslighting is?
Because I've been through that. Yeah.
Oh my God,
like especially like
crazy.
For me is like when I'm telling someone how a certain situation made me feel, whether it's their actions or not, and they're like, you're just sensitive. And I know I'm not like, because whenever I have a situation where my feelings are hurt, I ask like 3, 4 people, like, am I being sensitive or am I wrong? Like, and then I will always be straight up, and you two will always be straight up. Like, no, you're being sensitive, or no, like, you have a right to feel this way. So by then, I already have an idea, and I'm kind of just venting to them. And like with my ex, that happened a lot. Like, he would just, like, I would tell him certain things that he would do that made me feel away, and he would just be like, nah, but you're like sensitive. Like, that doesn't matter, you're sensitive. And I was like, to the point where I was in my head like, maybe I am sensitive. Like,
I got two that goes with toxic traits. Only two. Because you said one was gaslighting. The other one is invalidation. Let it be feelings or emotions. And the reason why I said, even when y'all just like, even it's like a sneaky link or whatever, invalidating the situation as far as like being courteous of like the other person. That's my only two issues because I'm like, bro. Because if you're
It's just because
invalidating,
like when being in a relationship at this point, you just need to understand there's so many perspectives that are going in. Like, it's not just you at this point, it's you and your partner.
for
So
sure.
you may like the color green, but I'm not gonna like the color green. But I'll compromise with you on it and be like, fuck it, you know?
We gotta make
And
that move.
I think that ties into like one of mine, which is matching energy. I feel like a
That's
lot
just
of
your
people,
mantra.
like, bro, that is my mantra. Cause like
That's
my
just your
thing is,
mantra.
like nowadays I'm starting to see it. Like people be really out here going after motherfuckers who don't even like them like that. Like that other person just wants you around just for a weird sense of validation, just because they know you're gonna stroke their ego or whatever. Like, bro, like make sure that person is applying the same amount of pressure that you are. And it's like even with dudes, like how you gonna like dudes be holding conversations up with they damn near breaking their back with someone who keep on hitting them with a yeah,
no,
okay.
I will say though,
Cool.
some of y'all like that. That's literally the
Well,
reason
it's vice
why I
versa.
got
It's
left so
vice
easily.
versa though. Yeah, it's vice versa though.
I feel like EJ was talking directly to me.
Like it goes for both ways. Like
I was like, God, I think you were talking directly to me because I'm like, dang, bro, why you gotta bring up my last situation like
nah,
that,
bro, it got nothing to do with your because I'm pretty sure it's
Like,
all
you
happened.
breaking your back.
No, it happened. I
Someone
guarantee you,
that
it's all
won't
happened to
listen.
all of us. No, it's happened to all of us. I know it's happened to all
Yeah.
of us. Where it's all like
Yeah.
you talking to somewhere else, like 1 week they energy be cool, and then the next week they on some fuck shit. It's like you not consistent. That's my thing. I was like, you need to be consistent, and you got to match my energy. Like yo, like you ain't got to go all out or like it's like common courtesy. Like,
Nah, they consistent, EJ. They consistent, EJ, with that fuckery. But anyway,
they consistent with that bullshit.
yeah. Nah, that's true though. But I think it's because I think like you want it to work so bad because you didn't put so much time into it that you like, bro, fuck it. Like,
You just got to know when to cut your losses. That's the thing.
but you don't want to. You don't want to because then
No, real shit. There's like
you don't
there's
want
been a
to.
point where like I've had a man cheat on me and I know he's cheating and I won't say anything about it because it's just like I've literally been with you for like hella. Like why even acknowledge what's going on? You know?
Yeah.
And
you just don't want to deal with it. Like you don't want to.
Yeah. And eventually you got to.
Because it's gonna be there no matter what. You can run from it all day long, but like it's like even if like you just barely started talking to someone and it's like everything going good at the beginning, and then that person like just fall off out of random, and then they try and like pop back up, or else like they just like you can feel it. Because I'm pretty sure all y'all can feel. It's like a weird thing, but you can kind of feel through text or even when you talking to someone, it's just not hitting like it was before. And it's just like some stuff is just like, all right, like cool, like if you're not trying to do this, like let me know, like so we can not waste each other's time. But like it's just I don't know, I think it's just a weird thing, like inconsistency.
I have another toxic thing, and I'll admit this is toxic on my part because I do.
Aliya, I says your name.
Aliya.
You
my 3-day rule. I feel like that's toxic.
Oh, the 10-day contracts.
No, the 3-day rule. So I explained it briefly to y'all. The 3-day rule is like basically when one of them cuts me off, not vice versa, but like when one of them is like, I don't want to do this anymore, like they're in their feelings, whatever. I give them 3 days and I pop back up. if it was shorter than 3 months, if it was a shorter,
that
Bro,
was
look
my
your
face.
friend.
If it was shorter-
Anaya's face was my face when she told me this shit, and I was so
Yeah.
fucking
if it was a
distraught.
situation shorter than 3 months, I'll give them 3 days and then I'll pop back up. If they answer,
She
I
said,
know
I'm
my
gonna give you
foot's
3
still-
days to get out your
Nah,
chest.
No,
and
wait.
you know what
give
I
you
If
a
they
don't
break."
like?
answer, if they
Yeah.
answer, I know my foot's still in the door. With my exes that were longer than 3 months, I give them 3 months and then I pop back. I just send a little hey. And if it's an answer, then I'm like, all right, I still got you.
Oh, you hell. You hell. Oh, you hell.
That I will
Nah,
admit.
I
is-
don't
is
like
toxic behavior.
when, and it's happened a lot previously. This man cheated. I left. I got kicked out of basketball for this person. So when that happened, I deadass just like left it. I left it alone. Moved back here. Got my shit together. Got a job with Aliya. Everything was cool.
And then I got fired.
And then boom, I get the hey, I hope you're doing good.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry for the cheating and lying, but I miss living with you. I'm sorry.
Get the fuck.
We could have done this together. We could have done so
So the girl you cheated on
I
me
don't
with is
like
giving you
that
problems.
at all.
So the person that you was fucking around with is giving you issues. Now you trying to come back. That's pretty much what
It's just it's ass. I don't like it. So then I didn't acknowledge it. I didn't acknowledge it. And then the next day I'm with Aliya and I get this random ass Instagram that's texting me. And then I block that. This man has probably made three different Instagram accounts and like 4 to 5 Twitter accounts just to reach out and check up on me. This man has emailed me, but I have not answered him to this day.
Hey, that's different. That's
Yeah, I don't
different.
go to that extent. And like
It's
whenever,
weird, but it's so
like,
fucking weird.
And it
It's
gets
just
to a
like,
certain point where it's like have some respect for yourself, brother.
yeah.
and it's just like you fucked that up yourself. So it's just like, what? Why
Like
even
make your peace with that situation and move on. Cause I feel like my thing is, I think that's some toxic shit. Like if your ex hit you up on some shit like, hey, like how you doing? Or like
No,
I don't
and then
believe
the
on
girl
checking up on your ex.
he cheated on me with, he's with her. They live in the same household together. So it's even weirder. Like it's just like, bro, no, can't.
Nah, that's dead. Like I like if anytime your ex tries to check, like I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in like I'm not saying hate your ex. Like I'm not saying hate your
Nah.
ex because that's like, but it's just like we don't have to be like it's like all right, cool. Our situation is over. Leave it where it's at. We don't need to be in constant contact. All that other shit. Like nah, that's
At all,
weird because
like-
it's like you kind of like. Yeah, like it's like you don't have to hate them. Like I don't like me personally with my exes. Don't get me wrong, not all of them ended off on a good note. I don't have no beef with my ex. Like I made my peace with the situation. Like whatever happened, you move on. Like it is
As
cool.
you should.
Like if
I just feel like people who hate exes,
I'm
they
like, you ain't
carry
the
like
wrong
hate in
person.
their heart. It's just
Yeah.
wasted energy for
God,
what?
I'm all like you
Like,
talking shit on Twitter about a person who you said I love you to. Like how you talk shit about you, nigga, you let raw dog you. Like fuck out of here. Like what? I ain't never. Like, nah, you don't do that.
I think because you got
weird.
I think
I feel attacked. Okay, stop. Shut up, EJ. I feel attacked.
I think this though, and I think this is where it switched on both genders. I think when you see a girl get hurt for the first time, because they never really got to that level of like being rejected or feel like they got played, because they're usually doing most of the plan because they kind of can just sit back and let guys come in pursuit. It hits harder sometimes than when a guy that get hurt because he's already kind of sort of used to rejection because he got to go after more girls and see what happens. Not saying it's bad because he never experienced that type of heartbreak because he never dealt with his emotions. So you got a guy who never really dealt with his emotions, got a bunch of emotions now because the situation is over. And you got one girl who's never really been rejected or felt played before for real, but can handle it a little bit better because they can deal with the emotions, but it still sucks because they feel like they got played. And so that's why you might have people still really talking to each other and stuff. And that's where you start seeing the toxicity or like they're seeing people subtweeting talking about like, oh, like in tweets like, you know, not everybody is in your life for a long time. They in there for like seasonal and all that stuff, throwing stuff.
Or else, like, good morning to everybody except my ex. I hope you get a flat tire, face
Yeah,
ass.
like shit like that. That's like, bro,
Like,
come on,
yeah.
man. So I got a question for I got another one because hey, look, I'm really in this.
Bro,
I
Nigga
we
got
came
talking
all
one.
that shit
prepared.
today. We talking that shit
He
today.
came
Bruh,
ready to
bruh,
wake up from a nap.
I'm coming
After
together. I
stress
got
working all morning.
Today we got time.
we got
Today
time.
we got time.
I don't really
So
got
We on
time,
that.
but I got
all
time.
right.
So.
So I'm gonna give it to the girl. This is really for Aliya and her best friend. It's really for, so we gotta sit back and listen.
Oh
What?
God.
But I give him time. I had to. We're gonna get ours, bro. Don't worry about it. So, what do you think are the reason why relationships or toxic relationships already are from a female's perspective? Meaning, what do you see in men that men do that they don't realize that is a problem in a relationship that makes it toxic or make the situation hard to deal with? Is it the
Oh, and she already got some thoughts. I saw her face as soon as you was mid question.
I want to make it make sense. So basically what I'm asking is, what are things that men do that you feel that they don't realize this is a problem that makes us do certain things or make us feel a certain way or whatever? Don't ask all at once.
Ooh.
So I was gonna
It's a
let her go
hard.
first, but she's still thinking.
Yeah,
For
go for it.
me, it's more so invalidating my feelings.
Hmm.
And not being considerate of my feelings when not only speaking to me, but making decisions. Because obviously with your partner, like, decisions that you make affect them as well. Bigger
Right.
decisions, and the older we get. But from, like, me personally, I consider people's feelings in everything I do. And
Which is dumb as
it's a
fuck.
downfall. It's a downfall. I will say it's a downfall in a lot of
I
situations.
literally sent her a whole ass message today telling her that she needed to fucking grow some balls and stop being a pussy. Because in this world, nobody gives a rat's ass about you. Nobody's about to put your rephrase. At the end of the day, no, real shit. At the end of the day, you only have yourself. So
Mhm.
it's just like, why am I gonna allow her to keep putting other people's feelings first when I know damn well they're only caring for themselves? That's how I grew up with. Like, I had to handle shit on my own at one point, and it was just like nobody was really there. I didn't mind it, but having that, being able to just be cool with your own company is super cool, and being able to not have to ask people for help or worry about other people's feelings, it's great. Like, just that sort of individuality. So with her, it's just like, why put other people's feelings before yours? Like, that's how you get that's how you just fucking get walked all over on.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
I tell you from a person that that's going through it right now, and that kind of
Ooh,
like
Jesus.
that's his whole mantra. I built all my friendships that way. So like EJ would tell you, or Aliya would tell you, and then
Yeah.
eventually will tell you. But I understand where you're coming from. The issue is who you do it for.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Like,
so I don't mind putting my feelings in front of and putting my feelings to the side and putting EJ feelings in
yeah, for
the
sure.
feelings for them, because I know that if I was going through the same issues and they know I need to put my feelings first, they got me. I think
Yeah,
when people get frustrated and mad at, and I think that's what me and I was talking about, you putting your emotions in front of people that don't give a fuck.
I'm telling you, that don't give a shit. That
So
don't
it'd be
give a shit.
so, and what I realized is that why I'm putting so much effort and putting her
Yeah, so you
validations
got to
on the
be careful
same.
with who you do it with. You got to just choose the
Yeah,
right person. You got
yeah,
to choose the
yeah,
right people yeah.
because I think it like this. Why I put my emotions ahead of mine for a girl and putting her in the same level with my friends that don't, and she's not doing the same amount of things that my friends would do.
No,
Why is she's
yeah.
above just because we having sex, or I find her attractive, but she's not.
Like, what is she doing for you that, like,
But yeah,
the
even on the
Nobody
guy's
else
side.
really
level,
could.
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
it?
What else she's doing?
I don't want to say benefit from it, but I want to say if you're not making me a better person or you're not bringing good into my life or pushing me to become better, then it's just like what am I surrounding you? Why am I surrounding myself with you? Like what for?
Yeah.
Not saying like we have acquaintances that obviously it's not a big deal in our
Deal.
life, but it's just like my circle's very small, like super small. It's literally Aliya. I have like one best friend and that's it. And it's just because people with a lot of friends, I don't really care for it. I don't see a
Now,
point in it.
now,
Less
yeah.
is more. Less is more. Always less is more when it comes to friends.
I have a small friend group, but to girls, this thing is a lot because it's EJ, Chris, TJ, DeAndre, Ace, Jeremiah, Jay Sean,
Jay Sean.
Caleb.
Jay Sean a part of my friend group now, nigga.
That's my guys. But I got 8 guys. I got 8 guys like best friends. Like I'm talking about
No,
dudes.
like real shit. As a guy, like from your guys' perspective, 8 guys is a small circle. Like to me, that's still a small circle.
Small
Like
circle.
Oh, that's small shit.
I think because
it's
guys
just
like because guys easy could just not all the time, but
it's
it's
just like a
easy.
clique.
Yeah.
And for me, like
But no,
I
the thing
went
is
to 3
because like
different high
yeah, we
schools.
link up.
Hmm.
So I was like, I
Yeah.
went to 3 different
Yeah.
high schools. I had no time. Like I'm not gonna say I didn't make friends because I did. That's how I met Aliya. But it was more like I didn't have time to actually like build anything. Like me and Aliya barely started getting close again like a couple months ago. And so my senior year, I ate lunch every day with my math teacher. And we would talk about everything. Like he'll tell me about his love life and his family, and I'll sit there and talk. Like, and I didn't mind it. I would have much rather ate lunch with my math teacher than go be in some mess or bullshit.
That's crazy. That's cool though.
Yeah. Cause you want to
It was
surround yourself with good people. Like you don't want
no,
to be in some
yeah.
fuck shit all the time. Like that's
I
the
talk
thing.
to
Like
you.
that's the crazy thing about guy friend groups. Like when me and Chris met Nick's friends at home when we went to go visit him, we all merged together, and that's like super simple. Like I know I've met like quite a few girls who have like certain friends for certain things, and I feel like if your friend isn't like an all around friend or just serves a certain purpose for you, I don't really think that should be like your friend. That's just a person who's like
It should be
acquaintance. Yeah,
it's acquaintance. Like
yeah, that's the thing. Cause I'm
I
all
don't know.
like, cause like with even my friends here at the crib, they know Nick and Chris and like all my other homies and stuff like that. And, and it's just like, and like, bro, I talk to some of Nick's friends without even Nick being present. Like we'll swipe up on each other's stories, we'll hit each other up, or else like we'll say some cool stuff. Like we'll actually interact with each other just cause like, yo, like you valid because that's my man's. And so if you my man's, and that means that you my man's, you know what I'm saying? It's just like we all like link together. It's like, and I think with guy friend groups, well, I know with our guy friend group, it like we're not really on a lot of drama because it's like it's not purposeful. Like we all like on some like lift each other up type shit. Not even like on some like men's conference, like oh, it's like on the weird type shit. But like it's just like just being a real
Dudes,
friend and like
guy friend groups are different because guys only when guy friend groups break up, it's only over 2 things: money and females. That's it.
on
But
God.
like DeAndre and Ace, and Caleb, I've been knowing DeAndre, Ace, and Caleb. I've been knowing them since I was 2 years old. And they're my cousins, but like that's my brothers. So I've been knowing DeAndre my whole life.
I just
whole
don't
life
like
friend.
having I just feel like I don't like surrounding myself with so many females because they get very draining. And I've dated a female. I dated a female for a very long time and I enjoyed it, but at the same time it was just like it's so much. It's so much. Like
Hey, look, this is the
You
thing
gotta taste to the
that
other side. You
hey,
gotta taste to
look,
the other side. Say,
the side, look,
it's
like
really like
dang,
this.
that's like that.
It's
it was
like that.
hard. Like
It can really be
I
like
didn't
that.
mind it. I think it's just very hard for a female to date another female because it's just like I know the games that females play. So you're consistently questioning like the actions that they do. Is it because of this or is it because they genuinely care? But like I said, it's because
It's like
girls
looking
know
in the
girls.
mirror.
Yeah. So it's just like, but it was just kind of draining. I didn't like it. I enjoyed being
In the
with her,
grand
but
scheme of it, it wasn't as dope as you thought it was
it
gonna be.
just wasn't, like I said, it's just super draining. Like you're consistently having to, just females always have something to talk about or complain about or cry about. And I feel like that's why I am the way I am, because it's just like I see life as there's not a lot of time like in this fucking world. Like, why are we gonna spend
So you gonna spend it
energy
bitching or like
argue?
being happy?
Yeah, like
Why are we doing this?
why? For what? Like in a couple years, is this argument gonna change something in your life? That's why I hate arguing. I do not like argue. I will, as soon as
It's
you
not
raise
gonna
your
matter
voice
in
at
5 minutes. Exactly, it's over.
as soon as you raise your voice at me or start coming at me sideways in an argumentative way, I will literally text you okay, or I will simply just let you know, like, you know what, you need to give me a fucking minute, because if we continue this, I'm gonna say some shit I either don't mean or it's gonna hurt you.
You're gonna hurt your feelings.
So I'm
That's
just not gonna
true.
argue.
And that's a
But
respectable amount of like emotional intelligence to know that when you hit that point and you about to say some fuck shit, like you like recede from, that's like, I don't think not a lot of people can even do that. Like that's just, I think like just that's a possible toxic trait as well. Like just not having the emotional intelligence just to like when you in an argument, because as we all have been in arguments, Nick, we've even been in arguments where it's all like, where it's like, bro, you know, you can say some hurtful shit, but you choose to be like, you know what, bro, you know, it's not even that deep. Let me go ahead and say this
it's
or
not
say that.
even
And it's just like,
exactly.
it's not worth
Aliya,
it because those words don't stick.
I've been watching Aliya for the last 5 minutes, right? Just
Dude,
watching her.
same. Me
I just
too.
been watching
In a
this girl.
span, in a
This
span
girl.
of
The
5
span of
minutes,
5 minutes. This is what she's
she
done.
she was chewing on something.
She was true. They got her lipstick. They chewed again and put her lipstick back on. I'm like, bro, what you doing? What you thinking about?
Nothing. I'm just listening.
No, I want to hear what you got to say now. I want to hear your
Oh God,
opinions.
pop your shit.
Oh God, talk your shit because you got your glasses on, so you looking like extra good today, girl. What you doing? What you doing
Stop
with me right
lying.
now?
Hey,
What you
chill,
doing?
chill,
What you
chill,
doing right
chill,
now?
chill.
What you
Hop
doing
on my
right now?
girl,
Nick,
bro.
stop.
Hop
I
on
will
my
fire
girl,
words.
What you mean?
Hop on
Slide
my
where?
Chill,
girl, bro.
chill. You gonna piss off the
Slide
roster.
where?
You gonna
Hey,
piss off the
chill,
roster.
bro.
Chill out.
Chill,
The
bro.
roster,
Chill.
the roster knows. The roster knows they're not. They're
Bitch, what
replaceable.
roster? At this point.
Hey, what a real
Stop it.
friend.
We're not name dropping.
What a respectable
We're not
friend.
name dropping.
Real. That's
You
a
haven't-
real
Not
friend.
name
What
dropping.
roster are
You
we
haven't told
friends?
you haven't told your best friend about me. That's crazy.
I haven't. Told
Yes, I have. I've
Yeah.
heard a little bit. I've heard a little bit.
Oh, I'm in the. Oh, we
Told
lit.
the homie about you. That's how you know
Yeah,
it's legit.
we lit. It's legit.
All I know is EJ was kind of upset because I was a very bad texter. So all that shit he was talking, he kind of shut up the other night when we got pizza.
Whoa, hold on. We just out here airing out business now? Well then. That is
Nah,
interesting. That is
that's
just
all
I
I
just
know.
You know what? Like,
why she gonna do you like that?
I'm not speechless. I'm not very speechless.
Why she gonna do you like that?
Multiple times in my
Yeah.
life. But
One of them times.
she left me speechless. I ain't gonna lie.
I have that effect on
It's one
people.
of
It's
those times
okay.
where I'm speechless. Like, hey.
All I'm saying is this is the thing. And bad texting is a toxic. I hate people that say that. Look, I'm fun to hang out with.
Oh no,
I'm just
I
a
don't
bad
say
texter.
that. I don't
But
say
my
that at
nigga.
all. I informed him.
She
informed,
didn't say that. No, she didn't say that.
She said
I
you knew
informed,
what it was.
yeah.
She,
But I inform a lot of
Like,
people,
she let
like,
me-
you know
she
what?
put me
I'm
up on game.
busy. I'm busy as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna cap to you. I'll reach out to you as soon as I can, but I'm just super busy. I went from
Yeah.
working
No, that's the
at
thing
this
that I can
toxic.
respect because I'm not a quick texter.
No, it's just like I was literally working at this toxic job. I was there from 11 a.m. to 7 o'clock p.m., probably to 8 sometimes to clean. And then I'll go to the gym and go work out. And then I'm gonna go home, probably either knock out or go out, in which, yeah, it's just I get very busy. I don't even text Aliya. Aliya will literally she'll text me, good morning, how are you? What are you doing? And then 8 hours later, I'll be like, hey, like I'm alive. Like just want to let you know I'm alive,
Face
bro.
I'm
But, like,
good.
we'll
Hey,
FaceTime for an hour.
By the way, okay. So where's the line drawn? So here's the thing, because like I understand, because I'm very busy myself, and like if I get a text
I
and
want to
that's like, and my
answer this
phone's
one
in my
because
hand,
I had an
I
ex who
can.
blew this shit up in my face.
all right, yeah, do
But
your
no,
thing.
because I do the same thing. No, I'll do the same thing. But it's like if your phone is in your hand and I get a text from you, I'm gonna respond back to it as soon as I can. You know, type stuff. Like if I see it, cool. But it's just the thing. Like I think the thing where it's like it gets weird is if you see a motherfucker post a snap story or else like they be posting shit or
Bro.
shit. It's all like, oh, so you can
That's
tweet,
it,
but you
bro.
can't respond back to my shit. All right.
And I'm
Bruh.
gonna say, yeah, I sure can.
I'm be like,
I'm all
yeah,
like, all right,
yes, I
cool. Like that just
can.
is what it is.
Hold on, time out,
I
time out, time out,
can.
time out, time out.
She
Why,
said,
Aliya?
yeah, I can. I'm
Why?
like,
But
that's mad
why?
spicy.
Because I personally hate being told what to do.
Why do men feel so obligated for certain things just because I give you pussy or just because I talk to you on a consistent? Why do you feel so obligated for something?
I don't think
Well, it
it's
depends.
I-
It depends on what it is.
obligated.
Oh yeah,
Well,
it
okay, no,
depends.
my reasoning basically is just I hate being told what to do. So like especially from being told like how to do my job, how to spend my money, how to answer people. Like I hate that shit. So
That's a babysitter. Fuck that. Ain't nobody about
yeah,
to be no babysitter.
I hate
No,
that.
dead
Nobody
ass.
has time.
I hate when people feel the need to tell me what to do, especially in a demanding manner. So like when someone approaches me like, oh, so you can post on Instagram but not text me, I'll be like, yep. Because
See, and then
now you
it kind
piss me
Put them dead
off
in
to
their
the
face.
point
it kind
where
of
I don't want to text
Oh
you.
no, because
Out
I
of
remember,
yeah.
I remember way back when in the previous relationship that was toxic as fuck. So the thing was that she would get mad because
I man said
I
way
would.
back, but nigga, that was last year.
No, it wasn't last year, nigga. Damn, bro, that wasn't even damn. It
he's
wasn't
like
even
that was
one,
last
bro.
week. He's like that was last week. I was
Like,
I feel
like,
like
yeah,
it was.
it wasn't
I
even
feel like-
that one, bro. It was
Oh, my
oh,
bad,
what
my
I'm
bad.
talking about, bro.
I
Chill.
know, my bad,
you
my
fuck it
bad.
up, bro. You about to expose this man just to be
Nick
exposing
exposed
it,
me on our
right?
God,
first
bro. I'm like,
episode.
why you
No,
gotta tag me
bro.
like that, bro?
I get on the chat, right? And Nick goes, "Hey, like you're the one that went to go eat pizza." And at first, I was literally gonna be like, "Wait, what? No."
Like it's like a natural
Like
reaction. Like
I just wanted
Deny,
to like
deny.
no,
deny.
like
No face, no case.
on
No face,
God,
no
it's all like
case.
it'd be super chill. And, like my thing was, she got mad at me because she was like, I don't like how you'll respond back to my Twitter DM that I sent you before you text me back. And or else like I would send her something on Twitter and then I would text her back. She was like, why did I get the Twitter notification before I got the message notification?
Because maybe
And
iMessage is
I like
fucking up. Damn.
Why do men date
no
weird
nigga.
girls?
What's weird?
Like,
Why do
Either way,
women
that's
date
a
I wouldn't
weird?
say
mad
weird. It's
about.
just
It's vice
why do
versa.
I really feel like men like real shit. And this
Uh,
is coming from like what I've seen. A
right.
man will date me. I do the best that I fucking could. Give them a lot. Like that's not even materialistic things. Just be there for them when I can. Benefit
Mm.
them in any way possibly, whether it's mentally, emotionally, or physically, whatever.
Right.
They'll go from that and then cheat and go be with somebody that isn't half of the person that you are.
Oh, wait, can you say that
Mad
one more
respect to that.
time? Can you say that one more time?
Well, no, the reason
Oh,
people cheat
Just for
is
the mere fact that
because
we
the
both
reason
went through it at the same
people cheat.
time.
no,
This is
yeah,
what-
that's
Wait,
all
wait,
I'm gonna
wait. Let me
She's
put you
taking us to church right now.
no, like real
on what
shit.
I learned.
I don't understand
No,
that.
what
Like
I've learned over
if
time is just that like the reason people cheat is because they're not happy with themselves.
oh yeah, for sure. But
Like
even
if
then,
he
even if
because
you're
he
not
knows
gonna
because
cheat,
at the end of the day, he knows that what you're giving he doesn't deserve. Granted, honestly, I'm not saying it's right. I'm totally against cheating, but I'm saying that the reason people would cheat because they have the constant knowledge of knowing that it's not even like deserving because no one deserves anything, you know what I'm saying? But like
no,
I
yeah.
feel like they kind of just feel like, damn, like old girl give me like that other person, my significant other is giving me all this and I ain't doing my shit on my end. You know what
Do
I'm
you know
saying?
what
Or else like
the lamest
it's
thing?
just like well,
The lamest thing I've ever like when a man tries to leave and they tell them I don't deserve you. I hate that. I
This is
fucking hate it. It's more
this
I
is
don't
like
what
deserve
the
you. You're fucking right.
it's just like it's
this is
just
what they
like
do.
it's
Why
just like
why why you say that?
Yeah, it's not even a
Mhm.
why.
Nigga, don't
It's
say
just more.
we. Don't
It's
say
just.
we, nigga.
It's just like that's not even the right thing to say. Like if you cared about it that much or you feel that way, then ask instead of saying that or walking out, then ask me, what am I doing wrong? Or what do you feel like I can do more? Or what do we feel as a couple we can fix? Because right now I don't feel like I deserve you.
Communication.
So am I doing something wrong? Instead of easily just being like, I don't deserve you, like go. It's
This
just
is
like,
really what
dude,
it.
Or
This
else,
is
like, or
this
else just
is
being
this
like,
is
oh,
really what
I
it.
feel like I'm not doing something on my part.
Uh-huh.
Before that,
Yeah.
I want to add on to the fucking list of pet peeves. The way y'all say
Oh,
you deserve more than I'm giving you.
giving you
It's just like, no, rephrase it. Just say, I deserve more than you're giving me, and you're not willing to change to give it to me.
This is what I find.
Y'all
Yeah.
will wait. I'm sorry.
hey,
Y'all
Yeah,
will
no,
do
no,
that.
no, no. Do your thing. My fault.
this
My
is
fault.
toxic nigga shit.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
will do
I
yeah.
that.
never
Shut
said no
up,
shit
just
like
shut
that.
up. Shh, shh. I'm just kidding.
Y'all will do that.
That's
Y'all
a
will say
toxic
like,
nigga
you
shit.
deserve more than I'm giving you or whatever, and then
Right.
go with the next girl and give her everything that I was fucking asking, which it wasn't even a lot. So it's just
Yeah.
like, I feel like when you guys say that, y'all have to say it for you. The same way I
Right.
tell the roster, I'm not ready for a relationship with you. It's because you're not willing to do those things for that person, but then the next person you are. These
This
guys
is-
be
this is-
honest.
Hold on. I hate
Yeah.
that we normalized Aliya talking about the roster.
We did a whole episode about
Yeah,
that.
it's
Like,
just
Yeah.
where
Episode
she's
2.
literally like, like fuck,
Episode
bro.
2.
Like,
Literally. This is what it is, and this is what I
Your
realized.
mic, your mic,
hold
your
on.
mic, your mic.
You gonna beatbox?
I'm about to go beatbox. Hold on. Let
Yeah,
me
you gonna
pause.
Robocop? Out here, big C Crippy.
Let me see if I can add some insight to why y'all think this way. And this is
Don't
just
have two long sleeves on. Y'all got two
Let me-
blue long sleeves. This ain't just blue.
Hey.
Y'all got blue
Wait,
long
wait till we're on the same background. Y'all won't even know.
All right, look. I was on my train of thought.
Oh god.
I'm gonna fuck with y'all later.
Me and I gonna leave. We gonna let y'all.
This is why I
Bye,
said
I'ma head
this.
out.
Bye.
This is what I realized, and it goes for guys and girls. But this is what I realized: guys will get in a relationship with a girl not because they want to get in a relationship, it's because they don't want to lose them because they really do mess with them, but they don't want to commit. But they want to give. This is the dumbest thing in the world.
Hey, go
To
ahead.
follow me.
Explain that. Go ahead.
Let me explain. Let me explain what it means. So they'll look at you two girls as amazing girls, and they won't want to date you, but they know the only way to keep you around is to date you. So they'll make you the number one girl and keep their side chicks because because you do girlfriend things that the side chicks don't do.
That's why we gotta stop doing girlfriends.
So what?
Not
Yes,
girlfriends.
exactly. So, but what happens is, and he's like, well, why when he broke up with me and got into another relationship? Because he actually really wanted to be in a relationship with that girl. You kind of like
You were the filler.
you was a feeling until that happened,
Yeah,
but he didn't want to lose you.
that.
He don't want to. Well, that's what. But it happens to like guys
That's
too.
just dating nowadays.
See, if
Because
I
they'll
would have
say-
known this,
There's just,
if I
like,
would have
there's
known
some
this,
fucked up-
if I would have known this, I would have
Mm.
saved myself a good 10 months of my life.
Because what happens is what girls
That ass.
what girls realize and what guys need to realize is when you start to date somebody, and I told EJ this all the time, when you're dating somebody, date multiple partners, not because you need to have a roster, only because you got to see where you swaying to. What happens is when you get into one person, you talk to that one person, you zero in on that person. So you do this.
Figure out what you like.
So a lot of times when people are in a relationship, they like this, right? And all the outside is all the negatives, but you only see the good things and the potential. And like you don't see everything. All my friends can see that this person is an asshole, but I can't because all I can see is this. And so you
You can't fall in love with potential.
but people do because
Whoa.
they've been.
One more
But-
time. One more
But
time.
people
Alright,
do.
I'm gonna leave this chat now. I feel fucking attacked. So,
People do.
And
But people-
that's something that we
That's-
gotta learn.
Yeah, modern dating,
No,
like everybody
it's
falls
just
for potential. Everybody.
I
Yeah.
don't like
You gotta see
dating.
people for what they bring to you.
I don't like
Hmm.
I don't like meeting new people. Like I don't like dating. I don't think I went on my first date a couple days ago, but like I feel like it's so much energy, and it's like, fuck, I
We
don't like.
gon'
It's just like it's so much, so fucking much. Like, It's not
Like, I
even
fucking
like
hate.
I'm done. I'm hanging up the fucking phone
Don't do
right
it. No,
fucking now.
no.
At least
Oh.
I'd much rather be talking
Like,
about a date
bro.
than having a fucking roster. I think that's better than
Ah!
fucking.
Let's not
Oh,
attack me
shots.
now.
Off the
I'm
top rope.
kidding.
Off
No,
the top rope. But
I
nah, we're sorry. We're sorry. Keep on going though.
I get what you're
Nah,
saying
A
though.
lot of energy
it's
to
just
constantly.
so much energy like at once. Like when people cheat, like I've had friends or like people I know and they'll come to me and we'll talk and they'll be tell me about how like they cheated or like accidentally did this and they're still talking to this person. And but hold on,
Accident.
and like they're talking to these many people and I'm just looking at them like where's the time for yourself? It's not a problem dating other people as long as you don't lose yourself within doing that. Just because you're talking to and expanding so much and like meeting new people, it's super cool. But again, I feel like it's super draining at a point where you just slowly become losing yourself. Because then at one point, there's people that'll just sleep with like all the people that they're talking to. And it's just like, that's so much energy that I could be doing. I could be like painting or reading a fucking book or go learning. Like,
Be working out, all that shit.
yeah,
But yeah, you have a
That's
you have
why on the roster episode, I was telling them like, y'all are doing it wrong, because like my roster knows like they come second. No one on the roster
yeah, and that's
But
not
at
a
the end of the
before
day,
me, before my
everyone should
job,
come
before
second to
school.
you. Well, at the end
Well,
of the day,
yeah,
the thing, no one
obviously.
should ever be your number one priority because here's the thing. In the grand scheme of it all, if you not right, how the fuck you expect to get somebody else right? I can't give you something that I don't have. So if I don't love myself, it's saying I'm incapable of giving you love. If I'm not grateful for myself and what I can do for myself, how can I give you gratitude? And how can I? It's like the thing is, people always like nowadays, especially in dating and stuff like that, it's all about taking. Oh, what can you give me? What can you give me? What do you bring to the table?
what can
What
I
can you give to
bring?
this
Like,
other
what can
person?
I do to make you happy or fulfill whatever needs you need mentally, emotionally, physically? Not just
Exactly.
through,
And it's
and
just like
not
it's just a
just through
positive
lust
reinforcement.
either.
It has to be positive.
And
Oh
not just
God,
through
bro.
lust
Everybody
either,
got a
because
coochie and a penis.
everybody be thinking because you're having sex with your partner, everything is fine. Or I hate the idea of
That shit.
we're arguing right now, but if we have sex, it'll fix everything, and then it gets swept under the rug, and the next day it's like if you guys weren't arguing just because you guys had sex, and it's just like that's not healthy. Nothing's really getting solved.
well,
But
we were talking about this. Me and my dad were talking about this. This is the reason why the modern dating era is hard. I think me and EJ talked about this too, is because you got to think about how the dating structure is set up and how people meet each other and how it is. It's probably not like this anymore, but you got to think about it. Think it like this. I'll run down a quick scenario. Okay.
Oh, we did talk about this shit.
I'll run a quick, yeah, we'll talk about it. And I'll run down a quick scenario and make it real quick. Girls choose, right? Girls choose. We know the old tale, girls like guys that are different. And what different mean is things that they're not used to. And so what they're not used to is guys that not seeing what all the other guys seeing her, which is amazing. Well, not really amazing person, but not doing what all the other guys do, which is flowers, nice candy, whatever. What happens is they go for that guy, not all the time, because they do have girls that do go for that guy that's showing them attraction, all that in the beginning. But what happens is you'll run into they go for that guy that not looking your error, not really caring as much. And so what happens is the guy not really caring that much in the first place wind up going talking to you, and then y'all get into a relationship, but you forget that guy understands how the game goes, has to stay like he doesn't care in the first place. Because if he goes and show how he really acts, that girl's not going to find him attractive anymore, because
and
the
I
way they got
really
into
dislike that. I hate
but
it.
it's not girls is not saying it's girls' fault, but girls,
No,
the
yeah.
way it's wired is like, I like that guy because he's different than all the other guys. But what happens the way y'all got into a relationship is because y'all been playing who keep away feelings the whole time. So when it's time to actually show feelings, and show the personality of the person, you're already 2, 3, 4 months down in the relationship. So the next 4 months, y'all actually get to know each other. And you're like, I don't really like that person. I just like the fact that he didn't.
Because at
He
the
didn't
beginning, it wasn't
do
even
what
a
other
real
people
you. It
did.
was kind of like a facade.
Yeah, the facade.
Like
But
you
if
have to hold yourself back.
yeah, that's why the dating should have went like, I like you, What do we have? And it's not really so much what you bring. It's just more so that, and a lot of times what happens, sometimes people outgrow the like not outgrow a relationship, but they move in two different paths. And so when I'm in a relationship, my thing is I understand that I get in a relationship with 100% of the person.
Yeah.
I don't get in a relationship for 50% because I'm only people that usually get in a relationship for what they like. I get in a relationship for what I like and what I don't like, because I know it's gonna be things I don't like in a relationship. But I went into, not overlook it, but know that this is what comes with you as a package. And so, and also know that we can outgrow the relationship. I'm gonna have to let you go. But I want you to be happy also. And so people don't think about it that way, because it's feelings involved. And nobody wants their feelings hurt. And nobody wants to be insecure, and nobody wants to feel like, and nobody wants to feel like the bad guy. Like a bad guy. And so that's my piece.
Damn.
That's where you're wrong though. I don't mind being the bad guy.
Talk your shit.
Huh?
I don't mind being the bad guy in people's stories. Like I do.
But you do.
No, just kidding. That's why
But
I
you
don't
do.
mind. To a certain extent.
Like,
It depends on the person.
Aliya woke up on it.
This how I know Aliya.
I've been pissed off the past like 4 days.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Aliya is like super nice as fuck. This how I know you. Too nice. So we not.
I could cut that bitch's hair. I can cut a strand off, and she'll be like, "Oh, it's
okay,
cute."
I was gonna cut it in.
Yeah,
I was gonna cut, and I'm like, "Wait, what? I just cut your hair off, bro, and you saying it's cute? No, get mad."
You know why? This how I know Aliya don't like being not saying she don't like to be a bad guy, but she's not that. It's because the way she's handling one situation in particular, and we all know.
Yeah.
Wait, talking about
it's like if a motherfucker really tries her, she gonna have to get savage.
But look how long it takes. Somebody that don't care. Somebody that don't care. One time. That's it. Aliya is like, you know what? He going through a lot.
Okay.
He got a lot going on.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Mad respect to her for being so nice.
But mad respect. Because she's understanding it as fuck.
Shit, if it was me, I would have been like, bro, you fucking up way too much. Get the fuck out.
I know. And the only reason why,
Here's the question, yeah. But no, here's the question that like is really in. So in the grand scheme of things, it's all like, are you going to allow yourself to turn cold just because a motherfucker tried you? Because there's been times where even me and Nick had talked about it, where it's like, if someone does you foul, like, or else like even in a past relationship or something, like it kind of makes you like, sometimes it makes you a little bit weary, so you can be closed off, but then that's not really you, like you're really a loving person, but it's like you holding yourself back. And it's like, because I see that a lot of times, like even girls will be like, nah, I don't want to do that shit. Or even guys, it's like guys will get hurt and they want to turn into like players and shit like that. But it's like, bro, that's not you.
Guys get hurt one time at 16 and we'll play every girl out.
Like, bro, you a Russell Wilson. Like, be Russell Wilson. Like, you ain't a future type of nigga. Like, that's
I think I just
it's like
Aliya dead us just said.
She said, "Look, guys get played one time and turn savage."
At 16 years old,
and you savage from 16 to 28.
And then y'all want to
exactly.
Real shit. I compare now. I compare myself now to how I was a couple months ago, and I think it's been a lot of self growth. I think Aliya saw it a lot. I literally. I don't even know
what you was going through. But I'm gonna pass me anyway.
I literally.
So I was the devil.
I was dead ass. I was very yes man. Like if I'm in a relationship, I am giving you everything you fucking want. Yeah. I would have I would have a good one. I'll say I have $150 in my bank account, and this man ignored me because I refused to buy him shoes that were like $135. And because he was ignoring me, I bought them. I bought them and acted like if everything was fine. Like that's just one thing that like that's just an example.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it was, and
Yeah.
keep in mind, this man was living with me rent free, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, always fucking made. Like I never
Even
asked
your
him for
car?
shit. Used my car. I would put the gas. I would never ask him to put gas in my car. He would bring that shit back and with no gas in it. And I would just still give him everything. Like I buy dinner, I'll cook dinner, I'll take us out to eat. Like, you hungry? Let's go. You want some clothes? Like, let's fucking go. Like, and it was just insane. And it was so easy for him to get a lot of things. It was so easy for people that I had talked to get a lot of things. And
And
now
they
it's
weren't
more
reciprocating the energy.
exactly. And now, and me being me, like Aliya would tell me, like, bro, you need to leave. Like our coach would tell us, like, you need to fucking leave. And I would just ignore her. I would ignore it. I'd just be like, fuck it. And now it's more like, if I'm not seeing anything from you, and it doesn't even, and this doesn't even have to deal with materialistic things either. Like, just the sense of you being there, like I said, emotionally, like physically, all that is cool. Like, you can literally stay in this bed and we can just lay in it and I'd be perfectly fine. Because I love quality time.
Do nothing
I
together.
couldn't even get that. So it was just like, now
Damn.
it's just like, it's not that easy for me to just give you
Do
shit or do
for
things.
sure.
But I don't like people doing things for me either. Like, I don't know. I like paying for shit. Why are you laughing, EJ?
Because we know.
Because I think
Look,
We
this is
know.
what I tell my
crazy.
this is what I tell my 15-year-old sister when we were talking, because she got like we're gonna talk about this, but she got like a little date coming up. Okay.
Wait.
That's
Wait.
good
She
for
got
her
a
to go
date?
on it at a young age, because I didn't go on my first date.
Wait, so I'm
So
gonna have to slide up over there.
Really?
Do some
so
bad
but
boys type
I
stuff.
tell my sister all the time. I'm like, look, and nobody knows, like, really, but I tell her this. I say, look, you only boys or men only do things which you allow.
They only do what you
See,
told them.
I'm glad that you say that. I hate when I hear the guys just want one thing. Like, no.
Mm-mm.
Guys want what they can have, or
No.
what's
People
offered
treat
or
you
given.
exactly.
And I
So
hate
let's
when
People
parents
treat you
say
the way
that.
you allow them to.
no. I
Yeah.
tell my sister, I'm like, because look, my sister is she's becoming super attractive, beautiful girl, smart, out of this world. She tested out a lot of things. She's gonna do great things. But what I tell her is, these boys out here only gonna do it, or only gonna do what you allow them to bring in the table. And they might not even want sex. They might want this. They might want to use you for your smarts, or want to help you, want you to get to a certain level, or whatever. And so I think now, even for me, because I had to learn it, that I was kind of like in your situation where I was willing to give literally everything I had of myself to somebody that didn't care. And I think it was because it's a little bit of a little bit of bias a little bit of bias in yourself. It's like, yo, like, I'm doing something wrong because I'm giving everything. But sometimes you
No,
just
dead ass. It sucks because you begin
That's
questioning
That
yourself,
makes you
like,
feel like
what am I doing wrong that
right
you
here
won't do what
for
I
me.
want you, or just a simple, like I said, simple
it's not
affection.
making
Like,
you happy.
what am I
that's
doing wrong? And then,
that's like the position I was in the summertime. I wouldn't say names, but
yeah,
you know exactly who it
yeah,
is. Like anytime. So he was someone that he was very conscious about, like the time he would spend on his phone and stuff, and like I respected that. Like that was cool to me that he tried to improve himself so much. Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it got to a point where like I would text him good morning,
Right.
and he wouldn't answer maybe until like 10, 11 at night, and just say goodnight. So we weren't talking. So I was like, okay, you're busy, like once or twice, let it slide. But then it started happening every day. So then I was
So you're
starting to
busy
get
for
like,
every. No,
yeah. So then I was starting to get like, okay, whatever. So I brought it up to him, and he was like, honestly, it's just annoying. Like, I don't have to talk to you all day, every day. And I was like, I'm not asking you to talk to me all day, every day. I'm just asking, like, I want to tell you how my day was. So then when it would come time for us to hang out, obviously I'm not talking to him most of the days. So when he wants to hang out and I have something for basketball or for work, like I would call in and just be like, hey, I'm not gonna go today. And I would drop everything that I was doing to go with him every single time. So fast forward 3 months later, he's like, that's unattractive. Like, he's like, the other girl that I'm talking to hardly gives me the time of day, and that's why I want to be with her over you.
And
And I
that's
was
just
just like,
some fucked up shit,
okay.
bro.
I just want to let
So-
you know. I just want to let you know, like, that's not how niggas think. The dudes you was dealing with, them niggas
That's
just
really
dicks.
not.
That dude just dicks. Like,
Yeah, them
I'm
niggas
gonna be honest.
assholes.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
So
Like,
you got the short end of the
those dudes are no,
with that one,
no.
'cause
That guy is a dick. Like, no,
Yeah.
nah. Like, that's
He's
not how
an
that shit works.
asshole,
Let
bro.
me explain how easy.
Wait,
This
he
is-
was the same one that I bought the hat for
Yeah,
unsolicited,
yeah.
unrequested, and he was like, "This don't mean shit because you didn't spend your last 20 on it."
Let me explain. Let me explain
Oh,
how I
is
got.
that nigga?
he
He's
did
the same
say
one.
that.
Bruh,
I was
fuck that
like,
dude.
Man,
Oh,
so when
hell
I
nah,
had the
fuck him.
basket on his seat in my car when I
Yeah.
picked him up, and he got mad that it was on his seat. So he was like, "You knew I was getting in the fucking car. Why do you have it there?" And I was like, "It's for you." So then he opened it, says thank you, and he's like, "But you know, it doesn't mean anything. Like, it's not gonna make you like me more, or it's not gonna make me like you more because like it doesn't prove that you love me. You didn't spend your last 20 on it." So I was just like, okay. Like I was sitting in the
fact
car.
that
Like,
I spent shit on you.
bro, no fucking cap. Let a man tell me that shit or be super unappreciative about something I do. I'm throwing a
Give me my shit
fucking
back.
object at them.
Let me-
I'm throwing an object at
Like,
them.
give me my shit back. I'm grabbing the receipt and I'm taking that shit right
I
the
will
fuck
go
back.
buy
You
a
wanna be ungrateful?
taser. I will go buy a taser and tase the fuck out of you for being so unappreciative. Like, what the fuck?
Let's see if we can wrap. Let's see if we can wrap this one up. I'm gonna try to see if I can. Let me see if I can package this good. Let me see if I can package
But
it
yeah,
good.
go for it.
Let me see if I can package it real good so we can end this episode because we will be here 5 hours trying to explain why this sucks.
why men are the way they are.
Why the men are the way they are. Exactly. I think we all can agree that I think we all can agree that the mind dating and how things are run are confusing, and it's based off of feelings, and feelings change and things change or what that nature. But I think we all should take a page of what Anaya and what I've done, what EJ's doing, what Aliya's doing. It's making sure that you put maintenance on yourself, meaning that you're constantly working on yourself so you can build up that resistance to when those waves and those rains and those hurricanes come, and you don't break down and have to self-destruct and then come back and try to pick those pieces up. Now, I'm not saying that it's always going to work every single time, but what I can say, based off what these conversations that we have, you have to be very cautious, but also be willing to try and understand that not everybody deserves the real you, because the real you is awesome. So I'm gonna wrap this up by saying, guys, first, thank you, Anaya.
Thank you.
You are amazing guest. Probably my favorite. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
It's been freaking.
Aight.
I'm always appreciative of having two of some of the best co-hosts in the podcast game, even though we're just starting out. But Aliya and the ass picture in the back just signifies how much I respect you.
Yeah. Dude, I have one right there too.
I didn't even notice that. That's funny as
That's a
hell.
real
I'll show
friendship
you
right
guys.
there.
That's
Nick,
funny.
when we gonna get ours, Nick? When we gonna do ours, Nick?
We got that's that's so tight.
That's my fucking art. I'm fucking DiCaprio up in this bitch.
And always the slick demon, EJ, my guy, man. You like that? You like that? It's fire. Yo, so that's the end of our episode. I'm gonna stop the recording. We can keep talking, but that's pretty much it. Like, that's hilarious.